Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rich Bradley, President of the Board of Public Service. This is the regular meeting of the Board of Public Service for October 25th, 2022. This is a public meeting and there are no hearings or no lettings today. So I would ask that only members of this board be allowed to speak unless recognized by myself or the secretary. Without further ado, I'll ask Secretary to please call the roll.
Director Davis. Director Hayes.
Aye.
Director Isom. Director Scoggin.
Present.
Director Scobie. Director Williams
Present.
and President Bradley.
Present, and I see Director Scobie just logged on as well. We have a quorum. I'll call the meeting to order.
For the President, recommendation that approval be given as follows. Supplemental Agreement number 4 to PSA number 1206, ADA upgrades and general improvements for St. Louis City Parks with Fox Architects, formerly known as Zwick and Gant Architecture, Inc., in the amount of $450,000. This supplemental agreement is amended to modify the scope of work and is authorized by various funding ordinances. Non-federal reimbursable agreement for taxiway reconstruction project, engineering review, construction oversight, and protection of active FAA cables, CIP number EA 2102, St. Louis Lambert International Airport by and between the Federal Aviation Administration and the City of St. Louis, Missouri, in the amount of $320,141.98. This agreement is authorized by ordinance number 71005. New Equipment Services Division Service Contract for Fire Apparatus Fleet Maintenance and Services with Dave Schmidt Truck Services, Inc. This contract provides service and repair through November 30th, 2027. The maximum not to exceed amount is $2,008,035,000. New Equipment Services Division Service Contract for Fire Apparatus Fleet Maintenance and Services with Centennial Emergency Solutions, Inc. This contract provides service and repair through November 30th, 2027. The maximum not to exceed amount is $2,835,000. Amendment number 1 to Equipment Services Division Contract 74494, maintenance and support of the M5 Fleet Focus and Fuel Focus Service Agreement with Asset Works LLC. This amendment adds St. Louis Lambert International Airport to the contract and increases the contract maximum not to exceed amount to $950,000. The effective date of the contract is October 1st, 2022, and will remain in place until the termination of the underlying contract on December 31st, 2023, with the option for 2 additional years. Director of Parks, Recreation, and Forestry, recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 131258, request from 90 Degrees West to fly a drone in Forest Park at various locations on October 26, 2022, or October 27, 2022, as weather backup date. Director of Public Utilities, recommendation that the board declares as emergency actions for the following: miscellaneous electrical service work for Chain of Rocks and Howard Bend water treatment plants, servicing of laboratory equipment at Water Division's laboratories, install a new motor in truck number 259-415. Recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 131252, request from Procter & Gamble Manufacturing Company for release of utility rights within vacated Ruth Avenue, Adelaide Avenue, Withers Avenue, Talcott Avenue, DeSoto Avenue, and Woodsman Avenue. Directors of Public Utilities and Safety, joint recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 131260, request from Malapart LLC to subdivide the lot into 2 lots at 5039 Murdoch Avenue in City Block 5175. Application number 131261, request from Melinda Sanderson to consolidate 2 lots into 1 at 2615, 2617, and 2619 McNair Avenue in City Block 1802. Application number 131262, request from Alcho Ingram to consolidate 2 lots into 1 lot at 6904 Virginia Avenue and 6900 Virginia Avenue in City Block 3018. Application number 1313 263, request from Anheuser-Busch Inc. to subdivide Lot 3 of Tract I-21 of Kusiso subdivision at 2850 South Broadway and City Block 0765. Directors of Public Utilities and Streets, joint recommendation that 6 applications from AT&T be approved, subject to certain conditions. App number 000078 4501 Wichita Avenue, 79 2901 Washington Boulevard, 81 4622 Ballward Avenue, 82 1908 O'Fallon Street, 83 8020 Virginia Avenue, 85 1718 North Jefferson Avenue. Joint recommendation that 2 applications from Charter be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 000061 3621 Page Boulevard, 80 2020 01 Olive Street. Joint recommendation that 1 application from Union Electric doing business as Ameren be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 131246 6160 Delmar Boulevard. Joint recommendation that 1 application from Verizon Wireless be approved, subject to certain conditions. App number 0000441201 Mississippi Avenue. Director of Streets, recommendation that the following be denied. Application 131236, request from Brazilla LLC to encroach in the public right of way with tables and chairs for Sidewalk Cafe at 3212 and 3216 South Grand Boulevard. Recommendation that the following be approved, subject to certain conditions. Application number 131237, request from DBA Kamichi Guys to encroach in the public right of way with tables and chairs for Sidewalk Cafe at 282 North Skinker Boulevard. For Directors of Public Safety, there are 11 conditional uses.
Good afternoon, Mr. President and members of the board. My name is Sandra Long, zoning specialist for the city, and I'll be representing the building commissioner at today's meeting. For board order number 766 transmitted herewith are recommendations for the following conditional use agenda applications. Approval with conditions is recommended for 11 applications: 6021 Bartmer, 1034 Childress, 3801 Connecticut First Floor, 3115 South Grand Suite 300, 4043 Gravois, 3401 Winnebago, 6102 Delmar, 2100 East Grand, 8101 North Broadway, 5503 Delmar Boulevard, Suite D, and 415 North Tucker Boulevard. I request that these recommendations be approved as submitted.
Thank you, Sandra. Before I go to the board members for questions, I actually have one myself on 4043 Gravois, is a convenience store with cooking, no liquor. I see that the photos are dated 9/27 of 22, and there are a number of signs on the front of that building, the actual sign for the establishment, as well as a number of advertising signs. Are those existing from a previous occupant in that building, or are those already permitted by the building division?
I'm looking at it. Let me look at it real fast. I don't think those are permitted.
Okay, and so I guess where I'm going here is, I don't, it's fine to recommend this. I just think that, the owners need to understand they need permits for all these signage, so we don't get into a situation where, we're issuing a conditional use, and then, a couple months later, we're going through a revocation hearing because they've got all kind of inappropriate signage. So if you would please do me the great favor of noting that and asking the zoning inspector to touch base with the conditional use holder, I would appreciate it.
I will do that.
Thank you. Are there any other questions from any of our board members on today's conditional uses?
Greg Hayes, I make a motion to approve the conditional uses with the caveat of the president's comments on the one.
Second, Davis.
Thank you. So we have a motion to approve all the above and just the commentary that I asked the zoning inspector to follow up on, and a second. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Isom, Director Scoggin,
Aye.
Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams, and President Bradley.
Aye, today's conditional uses are approved. I'd like to turn your attention to our meeting minutes from last Tuesday, October the 18th, 2022. Are there any questions or comments on the meeting minutes as submitted? Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes, please.
So moved.
Second, Scobie.
Thank you, directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Scoggin,
Aye.
Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams, and President Bradley.
Aye, the meeting minutes are approved. Today's agenda, are there any comments or questions on today's BPS agenda?
I move to approve. Scobie.
Second, Williams.
Thank you, directors. Can you call the roll, please?
Director Davis,
Aye.
Director Hayes,
Aye.
Director Scoggin,
Aye.
Director Scobie,
Aye.
Director Williams, and President Bradley.
Aye, today's meeting agenda is approved. Before we adjourn, are there any questions or any comments from any of our board directors? I think I would just like to say that a very sad situation yesterday. Obviously, all our prayers and best wishes or thoughts are with the families affected. And I certainly would like to make a comment to Director Isom and his staff that they did an outstanding job and thank them for all their efforts. Any further comments or any questions from any board directors?
Very well said. Thank you.
Thank you. Seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
Second, Scobie.
Thank you. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Meeting adjourned. Thank you all. Have a
See ya.
nice afternoon.
Thanks, everyone.